Good morning, everyone. Today's challenge name is Who Are You? Category of Web Exploitation. So, in this challenge, they say that let me in, let me in. So, there isn't much in the description. And if we check the hints as well, it says it ain't much, but it's an RFC. So, if you go to the link, it's a huge PDF file. Huge file with lots of content in it. Most of the thing it talks about is HTTP protocol and the headers in it. So let's jump into the hack, and then we'll see what we can do from there. So if we are on that site and it says only people who use the official Pico browser are allowed on this site. So definitely here what we have to do is we have to modify with the HTTP headers, and then we have to grab access to this website. So basically what we'll do is we will just start with a Burp Suite, right? So yes, so let's start with Burp Suite. So here it is a community edition. Let's just start that up, and then we will modify with the headers, right? So this is how our Burp Suite looks like. Now what I'll do is I'll just start a proxy for Burp Suite, and then I'll read, I'll intercept is off, and then I'll read the HTTP history and what the requests are making by this site and what response is. So if you can see here, so there is a request and there is a response here, and we are getting some information about the browser here. So what I'll do is let's send it to the repeater, and then we will change the headers from it, right? So what I'll do is I'll just maximize this, and then I'll send the request first. So if you can see here in when I send the request with the same data that I have got, then the only thing is it says only people who use the official Pico browser are allowed on this site. So the only thing what I have to do is I have to change this particular user agent, and I'll just write it as a Pico browser, right? So I have changed the user agent to be a Pico browser. So as it says that you have to be a Pico browser user to get into this site, and thanks to Burp Suite that we can change the user agent header here, right? Now I'll send this packet again, and let me fetch the response. So in the response, yeah, it says I don't trust users visiting from another site. So here it says that we are visiting from another site, but what we have to do is basically we have to modify a header value so that it trusts us. For example, let me show you here. So here as it says that I don't trust users visiting from another site, what we have to show that we are actually referred by the site itself. For example, here we have the host is Mercury picoCTF.net 34588, which is the site's name here. If you can see, I have to modify a header such that it shows that I was actually called by that site itself. The server has been called from that site itself. So what I'll do is I'll use a referrer tag, and I'll just paste that thing out. So just the site's name here. So Mercury picoCTF.net 34588, the same thing as the host. I am calling it as a referrer. Now let us send the request, and then we'll see. Okay, it says that sorry, this site only worked in 2018. So we have to also change the date header. So I'm not sure how the format is. So what we'll do is we'll just do a quick search. So what I'll do is I'll disable this proxy here. Okay, now what I'll do is date header HTTP. So if the first website is developer.mozilla.org, and if you can check for an example here, so you have got an example, just copy that and then we will paste it in Burp Suite. Okay, so here I will paste that out. So date, and it says that only this site only worked in 2018, so I'll just change the date here and then I'll send the request. If I send the request, then I'll see that I don't trust users who can be tracked. So definitely that in the HTTP header in the packet itself, we can define that do not track me, or you can tell to the server that you shouldn't track me or something like that. So the tag for that is DNT. So do not track. So DNT. If I DNT can possess three values. One is 0, the 1, and null. So 0 means you can track me, 1 means do not track me, and null means you can do whatever you want, right? So I'll do DNT 1, so it's like do not track, and then I'll send. Let's see here. It says the website is only for people for Sweden. So definitely what I have to do is I have to add the what we call is client IP to be from Sweden. So let's the header tag for that is x forwarded for header. It's an HTTP header. If you can look about that in this website. So here, if you can see that the example for this is you have to provide an IP address, and I'll just copy that here. Okay, now this IP address should be from Sweden, right? So what I'll do is I'll delete this and then I'll search here for Sweden IP address, right? So Sweden IP address. So the first address what I'm getting it, I'll just copy that. So Control C, and then I'll paste it here. Okay, now I'll send the request, and it says you are in Sweden but you do not speak Swedish. So what I have to do is just accept language should be changed. It is in English, so I have to change it to Sweden. I do not know the code of Sweden, so what I'll do is accept language code for Sweden, right? So Sweden. So let's see. So here, what is the language code for Sweden? It says no, not this. Let's see here, or what we have got here. There we can. Okay, so this is Arabic, English, Sweden, right? So Swedish is SV-FY or SV you can use. I'll just use this. So let's see here. I'll just paste that out, SV-FI, and let's send that. Okay, let's see that we have got our flag, and yes, we have completed the whole challenge, and let's submit it here. So in picoCTF, I'll just go here and then I'll submit the flag, and yes, we have solved it, right?